Okay, students. So we were going through the chapter HTML. I hope my voice is clear and all of you are able to listen to me. Okay, fine. So we were going through the HTML5 and in this chapter, basically, we need to understand that how we are going to make a web page using HTML language. And I had given you the introduction that HTML is the language using which you can create a web page, and it is a tag based language where we type some tag and we become able to create a web page. Fine. Okay, whenever we are writing an HTML page, an HTML document, so it is basically coded in Notepad. You can see over here, Notepad is the tool where we code it. Notepad, if you click on your start menu, you will write over here Notepad. You will be able to see that the Notepad is available, and over here you type the code. Fine. And then when the code is written, when the code is typed, for example, this is doc type HTML, HTML head. Whenever we write a code, we write over here doc type HTML, document type is HTML. Okay. Title appears in the title of the page when we design a document. And in the body, whatever we will write, whatever we will draw, we will take any image, so it will appear as it is where we put in the body. So over here, this is the simplest example of the code that we have got right now over here. So I give you one example code over here in order to save the time. Otherwise, if I will start the typing, then of course it will take much time and we will not be able to accomplish that thing within the due time. Fine. So just I'm giving you the idea that how a simple page looks like. Okay. For example, this is a code. In order to save the time, I'm just giving you the example. When we save it on our desktop, uh, or we can save it anywhere in our drives. But keep in mind, its extension will be .html. So I am typing one code over here and I am saving it there in my folder of the class in chapter number 9, and I'm saving it my file, my page.html. HTML will be the extension of the page. Okay. So now the page has been saved with the name of my page. Now title I have given over here, I change this title. This is my page. Okay, this is my page is the title. Let me remove all these things because till we have not studied these things, so I'm going to remove. I'm just giving you example. Whatever we will write over here, it will be displayed as it is. For example, if I write over here, this page has been created in HTML, so this is going to appear, and over here you can see over here that this is written inside the body. This is written inside the body. So this line of text will appear in the body section. In the body section, this line of text will appear, and document type is HTML. Heading, head, title we have mentioned over here in the head. This is my page, or only I can write over here my page. So this my page will appear in the title. Now I save this change and I close this file. Where is this file is? This file is actually stored in my folder here in chapter number 9. Now, can you see this? What is the icon of this file? I made the file in Notepad. The icon of the file is in Google Chrome. Why? Because I made the extension .html. Since I made the extension .html, so that's why its icon has been changed to Chrome, or it will be changed to Internet Explorer or any web browser that you have got in your computer system as a default web browser. When I will double click on it, it will be opened. Now you can see over here what is written over here. This is my page. This page has been created in HTML. And where is that title? Title is appearing over here, my page. My page title is appearing over here in the tab name, and the text that I typed over here, it is appearing over here. Are you getting this point? So in this way, we can see that what is the output of our work. If I want to open it to editing, I will right click on it. I will go open with and I will click on notepad. Then I can come over here and I can make editing over here, whatever I need to write. For example, I go to, uh, you know, I'm just going to Google Chrome to search out some data just like what is HTML. Okay, let's suppose I have got this text now. So what is it in what is that HTML? I want to paste this text in my work. How can I use this? In the body section, I have typed this text over here. Okay, you can see over here in the body section, I typed this text. I will click on the file button. I will click on the save button, and I will go to the Google Chrome. Right now, a number of pages are actually open, so let me close it. Okay, I go to the Google Chrome. This is my page, but my result is not coming. That new text that I entered over here is not coming over here. I will press F5 to refresh. Now this text is also coming that I have typed over there in my work, but you can see over here the text is attached with the previous text. There is no space. But over here, if you see where I typed this text in my notepad, how can I open the file? The file is there in, okay, I can go and I can right click, open it with the notepad. Now I had pasted my work on the next line. The text is there in the next line, but it is appearing from here right after the first line. So we will have to place one line break, which is basically called break raw. Okay, break raw we will have to apply, and using break raw, press Ctrl S and you go to your document and refresh it. Now it is coming in the next line. Why? Because this break raw breaks the line, just like we press enter. Now I have given one break raw over here. Okay, so in this way, one break raw I can give over here. Now if I save this and I go over here and I refresh it. Now you can see that each line, wherever I applied the break raw, now each line is coming in the next line. Fine. If you want to give some heading over here, you can put H2 or H3, for example. H2, if I give over here and I say that HTML and I close it with the same H2. H2 tag is used to give headings. Control S. Go there and refresh this page. Refresh. See the output. Heading HTML is coming in the heading format. I did not give any heading style over here, but I just mentioned H2 over here. Now it is coming as a heading. So we have to see such kind of options over here as I have explained you this program. We move next, how to save, how to open in the Google Chrome. Now these things are clear. How to save the file, how to make changes in the file, how to open the file in Google Chrome. Double click it, it will be open in the Google Chrome. If you will right click on it and you will right click on it and you will go to open with notepad, then you will be open it in the notepad for the sake of editing. I hope this thing is now clear. We move next, how we can save. This thing is clear now. How we can open it in the web browser, I think this thing is also clear now. We can open it in the Internet Explorer as well. We can open it in the any other type of web browser installed in our computer. If in the Google Chrome, if you want to see the code from here, it is also possible, but you can only see the code. Right click on it and go to view source. It will show you the code, but over here we cannot edit. We can edit it in the notepad. If you right click on any web page, right click on it and click on the view source page, then you can see the code behind it. Even if you are working on any website, okay, any website you are working on, so what you can do, you can right click on it, you can go view source, then you will be able to see what is the code, just like this, the code behind the google.com. Okay, so right now in my page, since there is only less code, so I can see that what is the code behind it. In this way we are able to see. HTML is a tag based easy language in which we use elements, tags, and attributes. We have to understand over here what are basically the different HTML elements, what kind of tags are there that we are going to use with different types of attributes. Just like right now, I explained you break row. Break row is used to break the row. Bold, B is used to make the text bold. For example, if I go over here, I want to make this line bold. So I will apply B over here. When a tag is opened, it is closed at the end of the line with the slash. This is the slash that we are putting to close. When head is opened, close with the slash head. HTML is opened, close at the end with the slash HTML. Body is opened over here, body tag. Inside the body we write our text. Okay, whatever we want to do, insert image, insert text, insert table, frames, etc. So body is opened from here and body is going to be closed over here. Every opening tag will have a closing tag, but some tags are there which are not having opening or closing tag, just like break row. Break row is a single tag, it is not a paired tag. Break row you can apply anywhere singly, single tag. Okay, singularly you can apply it, and then it is going to break the row. Now what did I do? I applied one bold option to one of my lines. I save it and I go and I see the result by updating, refreshing. Now you can see this line has been bold. Why? Because I applied bold tag over there in my coding. Up to here, if you have got any question, please ask me. All the things are clear. Can you give some feedback about it? Please raise the hand. Even if the things are clear, you should give some feedback that you are getting this thing or not. What should I understand, that all the things are clear, or what should I understand that you did not get anything? What should I conclude? Bashair,
Yes, sir.
can you give some input about it? You are getting these all things, but we are studying.
Yes, sir. I'm getting.
Have you
But
understood
sir,
this?
I just
How
have a
we
question.
write code in HTML, how we save it in Notepad with the .html extension, and how do we open this page in the Google Chrome? This thing is clear.
Yes. Sir, I just have a question. Sir, what we will get of this coding?
What we will get?
Sir, what we will get for this coding? That's why, sir, why are you doing this coding?
Because this coding is there in this chapter. This is the language using which is in the introduction lesson on 24th, I think it was conducted in December, the last lesson when I discussed about it, that websites are made using some languages. Some different languages are there. Okay, for example, if you go to Google, languages in which web pages, websites are coded. For example, in which languages we make websites? HTML, JavaScript, CSS, PHP. Okay, There are different languages. HTML is one of them. At the top, which language is coming? HTML. So HTML is a language in which we can make one website, one web page. Okay. So using HTML, if you go to most of the websites, you will find out that there is some work with the HTML. Now we have got some latest tools as well, which are there, but we need to understand how it works. All the websites, for example, if you go over here in your sites, you write that kids learning websites, you will be able to get a number of websites. How these websites have been created? Question is that how this website has been created in some tool, just like the tools I have already shown you that there are different tools. If I right click on this page, I go to the view source page, view page source, I will be able to see this coding. Can you see this? Are you able to see this? Which coding is this? Bashair, are you able to get the
Yes,
idea
sir.
about it? Which coding is this?
Yes,
Which
sir.
language is this?
So it's HTML.
Is
So it's
HTML.
HTML.
Okay, so that is the thing that we need to understand that how now it is a complex coding. It is not there in our syllabus because Java scripting is also coming over here. Some portion is there. Similarly, a number of things are there, but whatever the basics are there in our chapter, we are going to study that thing. Now this point is clear to all the students.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, so we have started this work from the beginning, and I explained you that whenever you will make one file, it will have a doc type HTML. It will be saved with the .html extension. How did I save it? I saved it with the .html extension. That's why the icon was changed to the Google Chrome. And then there will be two sections, head section and the body section. Okay, in head section we define the elements. In body section we use different types of tags with the attributes in order to implement different kind of things. And I showed you the output that came after making this page. This was the output. It is quite simple. Nothing special is there in it. No colors are there, but we can apply the colors as well. We can change the font style, font size, we can insert images, we can do a number of things. Fine. Up to P3 you are going to up to your next class you are going to understand more things in the HTML. Okay, I hope now this thing is clear. No one should be confused about it, that why we are studying this. Now come to the, I have explained you that what is the purpose of the B or what is the purpose of the B, only B. Only B is used to make the text bold. Okay. All the work that we do normally using command, just like in Microsoft, you select the line and you click on the B, the text is already bold. Okay. But over here we have to apply coding to perform these kind of things. Okay. So HTML element consists of opening tag, closing tag. The pair tags are having opening tag, closing tag, just like I said that body is getting opened over here and it is going to be closed over here. I hope this thing is clear. Head is going to be open over here, it is going to be closed over here. Every opening tag will have a closing tag, but some tags are there which are not a pair tag. These are used in single way as well, just like break row. Okay. Noor Zishan, you want to ask something? Why you raise the hand? Have you got, if anyone has got any question, please ask me. Now, container elements. HTML elements that include both on and off tags are called container elements. On and off means opening tag and closing tag. On tag where you are opening it, just like bold. I explained you the bold, how we can apply the bold. So these are called container elements. For example, B is a container element. Container element are those elements which have both on and off tags. Okay, before going towards the next things, let me mark the attendance. Who is that? Who is going to use the annotations? If I did not close the annotation, you are going to use the annotation over here. Remove it quickly. Okay, let me mark the attendance in just a minute. We have got from Abila Ali to Khadija. I can find out from here that who is using annotations. Don't think that I am unable to find out. So if next time I don't want to see anything like this. Okay, so we move to our work. Come to the chapter now. HTML elements that only have an on tag and do not require an off tag are called empty elements. Now, these things could be asked in MCQs. Keep in mind. Just like I gave you the example of break row. Break row is an element which has one tag only. It is used singularly. No closing tag is there with it. So that's why we are going to call it an empty element. Okay, horizontal rule tag is also another example. HR row, horizontal rule we can use in our work. HTML attributes now come towards it, then we are going to apply this as well. Now see, attributes give us extra information about elements. They are always specified inside the tag. These are called attributes. Attributes are basically the properties. For example, if you have typed some text, in which color you want to type. Over here, I did not mention the color. So by default, the color is coming black. But I want that, for example, this text should be in red color, let's suppose. So I will have to mention some attributes over here. They give extra information about the elements, extra information. They are always specified inside the start tag and have a name value pair. For example, language attribute of the HTML tag specifies the language of the web page, while the title attribute specifies the title of the paragraph. Okay. Image attribute is used for the image URL. We can insert image and we can set that what will be the size of the image, what will be the source of the image, from where it will get all these things we are going to see over here. Okay. So let me show you one example of image tag. How to insert image in our work. I'm opening one document over here. Okay. See over here. What is written over here? Image source. Image source is flower.jpg. Okay. One image will be used over here with the name of flower. Okay. If we want to insert one image, so what we are going to tag? We are going to tag this line image source flower.jpg. Flower is the name of that image, and JPG is basically the extension of the image file. So what we can include the image in our work. Okay, so what I am going to do, let me take this tag from here. I want to insert one image over here. Okay, flower image source. Source means the name of the file is flower.jpg. I save it. I go to my page and I refresh it. Is any flower coming over here? No. Why? Because it could not find the file with the name of flower.jpg. What the source we mentioned over there is this flower.jpg is not available in that folder where we have got this file. So what we will have to do, we will have to take one flower image, just like I go there, I say that flower, and I take one image of the flower. I right click on it, I save image as, and I am going to save this flower in the same folder where I have saved my file. Keep in mind this thing is very important, otherwise it will not be able to find you out your flower. I am saving it over here in this chapter number 9. Okay, what the name I am giving? Flower. What will be the extension of the file? Can you see the extension? .jpg. JPG. Save. Now our file is there with this name flower.jpg. Spelling should be same. What is src? Src means source. Source file is flower.jpg. And now this file is there. I have saved this work. I go to the page and I refresh it. Flower is coming now. Why flower is coming? Because HTML was able to find out the file with the name of flower.jpg in that particular folder. Okay, so flower is visible now. So what you need to do, what you will have to do, you will have to copy this code, use this code for your working. I am going to give you this code. Okay, over here, or I am going to give you this file, so you will be able to use this file in your work. Now I hope up to here you all the things are clear. What are the rules for writing HTML code? Tag names and attributes are not case sensitive. What is meant by not case sensitive? Can anyone explain this thing? Case sensitivity, remember we have used this term in the chapter when we were studying the small basic, remember? Can anyone explain what is meant by it? Case sensitivity? Please raise the hand, and I know that you know the answer. You have to answer it. What is meant by case sensitivity? In language coding, this term is used. Yes, Bashir.
So it means that the case of the names are not sensitive. They are not. They does not depend that it should be capital or small.
Good. Whether you write in capital or small, it is not going to make any difference, any error. You can write the coding in small, you can write the coding in capital. You are allowed, just like in Visual Basic, just like in Small Basic, just like in HTML. These are not case sensitive. But for example, if we take the example of C language, C++, that is case sensitive because over there coding is done only in small letters. You are not allowed to use the capital letters for the coding. Are you getting this point? So over here in HTML, don't worry about it. So they have given you the example, body can be written as body, small or capital, does not make any difference. However, using lowercase is recommended because normally the coding is done in small over here in HTML. That's why I had shown you one example of a website over there in which the coding, you can see over here, the coding is done in this small. Okay, now attribute values should always be enclosed within quotes. Double style quotes are the most common, but single quotes are also allowed. Attributes are written in the double quote, just like when we mentioned over here flower.html, flower.jpg. So flower.jpg is written in double quotes. Why? Because flower.jpg is the name of the file. That's why. Are you getting this point? I hope this thing is clear now. Okay, now come to the next point now. Whether you write the attributes value in small quotations or double quote, it's up to you. It is not going to make any difference in your coding. Attribute values can be case sensitive. The World Wide Web W3C, the body that develops standards and specification for HTML document, recommends lowercase attribute values. So whenever we are writing the attribute values, just like I gave you the example of the image source flower.jpg, you should write it in small. Okay, it's better and it is recommended. So now we move ahead to the next points. Tag names cannot contain spaces. For example, if you are writing the body in this way, B space O space D space Y, no, spaces are not allowed at all. It is going to make an error. Fine. You have to use accurate spellings. You are not going to use incorrect spellings. Also, there should be no space between the tag and the characters of the tag. Less than greater than sign should not have any preceding space in it. So do not write in this way, as you can see on your screen. Do not write in this way. Write in this way, you can see over here. Elements can be nested. For example, one element can be used in another element. What is the example of it? For example, this is heading over here. Okay, this is bold over here. We can make it bold, we can make it heading at the same time. We can apply multiple things on it. Fine. Multiple tags can be applied on a single line. Just like they have given you an example of bold and italic. I can make this file, this line bold at the same time. I can make it at the same time. I can make it italic. I am also making it italic and it is already bold. What does it mean? We can apply multiple tags, multiple types of tags to one specific text in our work. For example, now see over here the output. Now this line is bold. This page has been created in HTML. When I will refresh it, it is bold as well as it is italic now. Both the things have been applied over here in a single line. This is called nesting of the text. What does it call? Nesting of the text. We have nested this text. Now come to the next point. Structure of an HTML document. I have already shown you, this is basically the structure. Doc type HTML head section will come where we specify some important elements, properties, major properties which will be applied to all the document, and then the body section comes. So it is basically the basic structure according to which we have made one program right now. We have made this web page according to the same structure. You can see over here. This is the head section. This is the body section. You can see over here. And HTML open over here and HTML is closed over here. This is basically the layout of the HTML web page. What are these elements? We have to understand this thing. Doc type element. This element is the starting element in HTML document and it specifies the type of the document. It shows that this is going to be an HTML document. Fine. Then comes the main HTML element. HTML element is written after the doc type. HTML element defines the document as HTML file, and we save our file with the name of file name .htm or .html. Both the extensions work. Fine. Then HTML closing tag will also come with it. Keep in mind. Opening and closing tag, pair tag is. Then head section contains, it is a container element that includes identification and additional information about the document. Most of this is not displayed. It is not going to display the properties, additional information that we are mentioning, but it is going to define those properties that we are going to apply in the body section. With the passage of time, when we will be able to apply, then you will be able to get this idea that what is basically the actual purpose of the head section. We specify the properties of the elements in that container, and those properties are visible in the body whenever we execute them. Title section contains the title. As I told you that I mentioned over here the title my page, hence the my page is coming over here. You can see over here my page is written over here. Next point is body element. The body element has the main element of your web page. Whatever images, text, tables, frames we need to insert in our web page, all these things are going to be displayed in the body elements. I hope now this thing is clear. Up to here, if you have got any question, you can ask me right now. Anything which is not clear? Anything that you need any sort of clarification? So we have done up to page number 136 of this chapter. Page number 136. Yes, please. Anything would you like to ask? Nothing is there. It means all the things are clear, because now our class time is over and we have to conclude it. Fine. Okay, so I hope you are going to do practice for it. Thank you so much, all of you.